Do you struggle to quiet your racing mind, maybe throughout your workday or maybe right before you are ready to go to sleep? You just can't seem to calm down and quiet those nagging thoughts to allow yourself to just relax. Maybe you struggle with being too productive and you just want to learn how to relax. So that's what we're going to work on tonight in tonight's live stream. Welcome to the online gathering place. I'm your host, Leah Petrucci, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor and a holistic health and lifestyle coach. And so these weekly live streams that are held on Wednesdays, now they are at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They used to be at 7. They have now changed to 8:30 because I have a prior commitment now at 7 o'clock. But hopefully, for those of you on the East Coast, it will be a great time for you to practice self-care right before you go to bed. It'll be a great way to calm the nervous system and prepare you for a good night's sleep. So, we're going to do a little bit of tapping, a tapping meditation tonight called Quiet Your Racing Mind. And it is an amazing tapping meditation. You can do it either with tapping or without. I'm gonna read you the script, and I would love it if y'all would follow along. And if you are watching live, I would love to know in the chat where you're watching from. If you are watching the replay, welcome. And before we get started, just want to just check one thing real quick. Okay, I am not in my usual place of broadcast this evening. I am very casual today. It was one of those days where I was just running around like a crazy person from one thing to the next. And so I really could use this quiet my racing mind for myself before I get ready for a good night's sleep. I have just started a week-long cat sit job. So I am at a different place than I normally sleep, which is my home. And so I always struggle with a little bit of anxiety on that first night when I'm in someone else's home. So this is going to be a perfect opportunity for me as well to just quiet my racing mind. So for those of you who have never tuned in to the online gathering place before, this is an online platform for you to come to once a week where I teach you really easy ways to calm your nervous system, which helps with anxiety, helps boost mood, and also prepares you for a good night's sleep. The nervous system support is so crucial in today's day and age because we are always on the go and we don't take enough time for self-care. And that's why I do these weekly live streams as a great way to have some accountability, a place where you can show up and have a guided exercise and activity where I just tell you what to do and all you have to do is follow along. These are all recorded and held on my YouTube channel, which is called Holistic Healing Network. And you can go back and watch any of these live streams, the replays at any time. It's self-care at your fingertips. So let's just get into tonight's tapping meditation, shall we? I will spend just a few minutes doing a quick review of the different tapping points. For those of you who have joined me in the past, you probably are familiar with the tapping points, but for those of you who have not, I'm just going to go through them real quick. So, and for those of you who've never done tapping before, this is based on two principles. It's the marriage of Chinese medicine or acupressure points, different acupressure points on the face, head, and neck region, which I'm about to go over. And then we couple that with some thought and emotion processing. So it's really the marriage of two modalities, traditional Chinese medicine and modern psychology, which is based on the work of cognitive behavioral therapy, which is really just learning how to change our cognitions or our thought process. In turn, if we change our thoughts, then we can change our emotions. And then if we change our emotions, we can change our actions or behaviors. So there's a lot of things going on with tapping in such a simple, easy technique. And it's so deceptively simple to do. It almost seems like at first that, okay, what's the catch? Like, I don't get it. Like, why would this work? It's so simple. But I promise you, It is so simple. When I first learned how to tap, I was a little bit skeptical of why something so easy would work so well, but I can tell you it does. I have multiple clients that I work with that can tell you the same thing, that struggled with this at first too, that they were really resistant to such an easy technique, but after giving it some practice, they quickly realized its value, and I hope you will be able to do the same. All right, so let's get into it. So let's review the 9 tapping points. So the first point is the side of the hand right here, which is actually in Chinese medicine is the small intestine, corresponds with the small intestine. And you just give it a little bit of stimulation with your fingertips. And you can do either hand, doesn't matter. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is the eyebrow, the edge of the eyebrow where the eyebrow meets like the forehead there. And you can choose to do one side or you can do both, and however many fingers doesn't really matter. Do what feels right for you. If at any time the tapping is too much stimulation, then you can also just rub the points or you can just touch and hold while just taking some gentle breaths in. Great. The next point is the side of the eye. Great. Nice and easy. Remember, you can always rub the points. You might do this sometimes when you're stressed. You might just go, "Oh my gosh," and just rub it like intuitively because you know that intuitively it's going to calm down the nervous system. I do this sometimes when I have headaches. All right, next point is underneath the eye, top of the cheekbone. Just give that a little tap, tap, tap. This is the stomach point in Chinese medicine. This is a great point to tap on when your stomach is bothering you or you have anxiety, you have the butterflies, maybe the nausea, and even just digestive disorder type symptoms. This can be really helpful to just calm the nervous system down. You might notice as we're going along, a couple of things are happening in your body. What you want to look for are signs that your nervous system is kicking in and calming you down. So you might look for things like yawning, which is a great release. You might be tired, yes, but it also means that your nervous system is kicking in to calm you down. You might notice like a sigh, like, oh, like a release. You might notice that your shoulders kind of start coming down, like your muscles start relaxing. You might notice more salivation, more swallowing. Those are all good signs. Okay, next point. Underneath the nose, can do again however many fingers, doesn't matter. Sometimes I like to do the whole hand here. You can also get it to the side, whatever feels good. You can also rub. Choose what feels good to you. All right, next point is the chin, kind of in the middle there, the crease. Tap, tap, just a little bit of stimulation. Okay, next point is the collarbone, kind of right where the collarbones, you can say the collarbones meet in the middle, and then about down an inch and out an inch. Doesn't have to be exact, but kind of feel a little divot right there. That's the collarbone point. You can do it on top of the clothes. And yes, I'm wearing a Billy Idol t-shirt tonight. Rock on. This is my casual, my cash gear. And I also have some good news. I just joined a band. I just got an opportunity to be a female, obviously, I'm a female, to be a vocalist in a rock band. So I'm really excited about that. And we are going to do some Billy Idol. We're going to do some Rebel Yell. So if you're local, if you live in Sarasota, I will be sure and tell you when we are performing. Come out and catch the show. All right, next point is the side of the rib cage. So for ladies, like where you have your bra strap, or just a couple inches down from the armpit. So you can just tap, 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 or you can rub, or you can cross and just kind of tap, tap and slap the side there. In Chinese medicine, this is the spleen point, which can get really robbed of energy when we are stressed out. Spleen. All right, last point is top of the head. Tap, tap, tap. You can use a flat hand. You can use fingers. You can rub, whichever. All right, those are the 9 points. So let's get to let's add. You could just tap, when you're stressed. You could pick any of those points and tap, just tap them. And you will notice pretty quickly, within 10 seconds, you'll notice a shift in your body, in your nervous system. We are going to add, on top of the tapping, we are going to add the second part, which is the emotion processing, the thought processing, which is called Quiet My Racing Mind. So I'm going to read, and what I'm going to ask you to do, if you want, is to repeat after me if you can. If you can't, just think it or just listen. It is very powerful to say things out loud, but if you can't, you can't. Just do your best and listen or think it in your mind. All right, so let's start at the beginning again. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's rate our level of anxiety. I have to do that. I always like to rub my hands together and just kind of get prepared. So go ahead and do that. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And just rate your level of anxiety on a scale of 0 to 10. When you think about, like, how much is your mind racing right now? Like, how much are your thoughts bothering you? You just can't shut off your brain. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's that like for you right now? 0 is, nope, my mind is pretty clear. I'm good. 10 is, it's the worst. I cannot shut this off. I don't know what to do. I'm going to kill somebody. Like, just seriously high anxiety, or maybe somewhere in between. So rate your level of anxiety, and then we're going to re-rate it after we tap. All right, let's start at the karate chop point again, side of the hand. Just repeat after me. Actually, let me make this a little bit easier to read. That's not going to help. There we go. Okay. All right. Repeat after me. Even though my mind tends to race, I am open to relaxing and accepting myself in this moment. Okay, we're going to repeat. We're going to do that again. Even though I am so tired of this pattern of overthinking, I just want to relax. And I choose to breathe as I witness my thoughts. Okay, I'm going to do one more time on the side of the hand. If you need to switch, go ahead. Even though I feel like I just can't quiet my mind, I am open to this change so I can relax. Great. Okay, next point is the eyebrow point. Repeat after me. All of these racing thoughts, part of me wants to just push the thoughts away. I am just so frustrated by this pattern. Okay, go to the side of the eye now. Why do I have so many thoughts when it's time to relax or when it's time to sleep? What if I could just let the thoughts exist? What if I could just witness my thoughts while I tap? Okay, underneath the eye. What if I could accept my racing thoughts? I am open to relaxing a little bit more now. Okay, underneath the nose. Whatever my mind is racing about, all of these thoughts and all of these problems, maybe it's just one thing, or maybe it's a bunch of things, but it is safe for me to just notice my thoughts. Okay, underneath the chin. And it is safe in this moment for me to think about this. I can allow my mind to be active now as I tap and breathe and relax. Okay, collarbone. My mind is racing because it believes that it needs to. My mind is working so hard, eagerly searching for solutions to my problems. Okay, side of the rib cage. My mind is working so hard to keep me safe. Part of me thinks that going over things again and again is the best way to find a solution. But I am open to relaxing in this moment. Okay, top of the head. I am safe right here and right now. What if I could appreciate my mind and everything it's trying to do for me? Okay, we're going to go back to the eyebrow point now. All the effort of my mind as it's trying to protect me from negative experiences and emotions. Okay, side of the eye. The more that I acknowledge this, the more my body begins to just relax. My racing mind is a pattern that I would like to change. Okay, underneath the eye. I can remember times in the past when my racing mind has kept me awake. Sometimes I expect my mind to race at night. Okay, underneath the nose. Because it is such a familiar pattern. It almost would be strange to have a quiet mind when I lay down to sleep. Okay, chin. But what if that could be my new normal? I am open to the possibility of releasing this old pattern. Collarbone. What if I could quiet my racing mind? What if it could be easy? What if I could leave all of my problems, anxieties, and worries until tomorrow? Okay, side of the rib cage. The more that I tap, the more I relax. And the more my mind finds peace and quiet. I'm letting go, feeling safe right now. All right. Rub hands together. Take a deep breath in. Slowly let it out. And let your body just. Oh, okay. I felt that. My shoulders just went, which is good. That's a good thing. All right. So re-rate your level of anxiety, scale of 0 to 10, or how much your mind is racing. 0 is nothing. 10 is the worst it could be, somewhere in the middle. Did your did your level of anxiety or your racing thoughts, did it come down at all from when we rated it the first time? Did it come down even just a point or two? Did it stay the same? Did it get worse? If it got worse, it's okay. You can repeat this anytime you need to. Sometimes it takes a second time. If it came down even just a point, that is great. That means that is progress. If it didn't get any better, that's good news. It means it didn't get any worse either. Hopefully, it came down quite a bit, but you can always do this anytime you need to. Right before bed is a great time to do it, or during your day when you just cannot shut off your thoughts. You have racing mind and you just don't know what to do to get it shut off. How this helps is it gets the nervous system to dial down, allowing your nervous system and your body to just quiet down, relax, allow the muscles to relax, allow the thoughts to calm down, prepare you for either sleep or maybe it'll just relax you a little bit so you can continue on with your day, whatever you have going on. So I hope that that was helpful. I I usually do I usually do 2 taps, so I'm going to pick another short one, especially for people who struggle with just quieting down to get ready for sleep. So let's do one that is going to also help with that. And the one I think that we should do is sleep support, nervous tension, and stress release. So, for those of you who are struggling to sleep at night, kind of similarly to shutting off your racing thoughts, this is another one that could be really good to do right before bed. Sleep support, nervous tension, and stress release. Of course, you could also do it, just in the middle of the day and just do it on nervous system, nervous tension, stress release. But let's kind of do it for both. All right. Because this will really help to do another tapping would be great to really help you wind down for a good night's rest. Even if you're not ready for bed yet, it'll still help prepare the nervous system. All right, so let's tap on the side of the hand and repeat after me if you can. If not, just listen. Even though I am holding on to so much nervous tension in my body, I choose to relax in this moment. Even though I've got so much stress stuck in my body, I choose to relax and feel safe now. Even though my nerves are fried, I accept myself in this moment and how I feel. Okay, eyebrow. All of this nervous tension in my body, all of this stress that I'm holding on to so tightly. It's hard to just let go and relax, prepare myself for sleep. Side of the eye. I feel the after effects of my day and of my life all stuck in my body. All of this nervous tension and stress. All right. So what I want you to do now, let's keep tapping, but I just want you to tune into your body and see if you can localize where in your body that you're holding the most tension. Is it your stomach? Is it your head? Is it your chest? Is it your back? Your legs? Just tune in, just drop into your body for a moment and just see if you can pinpoint where you might be holding the tension. Is it your neck? That's where most people hold the tension right here. Neck and shoulders. So let's continue to tap. And I don't want you to worry about saying anything out loud here. I just want you to listen and tune into what I'm saying. So I want you to focus on where you feel that tension in your body and just be present to that tension now. Just notice. Okay, underneath the eye. And ask yourself, what is this tension all about? Just let any and all answers come to the surface. Maybe you are thinking of a specific incident from the day, or you might be thinking about multiple challenges that you're dealing with in your life right now. Just be present to those thoughts. Okay, underneath the nose. Just continue gently breathing and tapping and ask yourself again, what is this tension all about? Okay, chin now. Feeling present, strong, and safe in your body. Just ask yourself again, can I let this tension go? Just notice what your answer is. Is there resistance to letting the tension go? Are you trying to hold on to it for some reason? Because if you feel like if you let it go, that means that you won't be prepared for a threat when it comes, that you won't know how to deal with it. You won't be ready. Or is it because it's a familiar pattern and you don't know what it's like to let the tension go? Okay, collarbone. Or maybe you're thinking, yes, please let this tension go. I want to let this go. See if you can do that right now. See if you can just give yourself permission right now. I'm giving you permission, but you need to give it to yourself. You need to give yourself permission to let go of the tension. If you're still feeling resistance, ask yourself, maybe I can let this go until tomorrow. Sometimes we're scared to let go of the tension and stress because we feel we need to hold on to it in order to fix the problems in our lives. And if you are still feeling that resistance, then just imagine opening a door and simply putting these burdens down until tomorrow. You can always pick them up again tomorrow. All right, side of the rib cage. If your body wasn't tense, if this nervous tension wasn't running through your body, can you imagine how it might feel differently? How would your body feel if you weren't holding on to the tension? Just see if you can tune into those feelings now. Imagine what that would feel like in your body one of calmness and peace, maybe relaxed muscles, maybe more range of motion, more flexibility, maybe breathe easier. And imagine just putting down these burdens until tomorrow. All right, top of the head. And just continue to feel your body relaxing and becoming more at peace. And letting go and releasing all of the nervous tension and stress. And relaxing even more. It is safe to let go. It is safe to relax and to let yourself have a deep, restorative sleep. All right, eyebrow. Now I would like you to repeat after me. I choose to release any remaining tension from my body. Okay, side of the eyes. I choose to release any remaining stress from my body. It is safe to let this go. Okay, underneath the eye. And to sleep deeply. My body is calm and at peace. Okay, underneath the nose. Letting go. I'm feeling safe in this moment. Okay, great. Hands together. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And let your shoulders just go with it. Just sink into that breath. You want to finish by either putting hands on your heart, or maybe you want to put your hands on your legs and rub them a little bit, kind of rock back and forth. Do whatever your body feels like doing. It's always what my body feels like doing after a tap. Just letting go some of that energy. All right. Just kind of rate your level of anxiety in this moment. 0 to 10. 0 is none, 10 is the worst. Hopefully, you had some improvement and your anxiety came down a little bit. Hopefully, it came down more with each tap. But that is the tapping meditations for tonight's live stream. Remember, you can go back and rewatch these at any time. They are housed on my YouTube channel. I'm going to put it up for you. My YouTube channel, which is called Holistic Healing Network. I would love it if y'all would subscribe and you will get notifications when my live streams come out, which are every Wednesdays now at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you would like to get notifications of what my topics are each week, you can get on my email list. And here you go. Here's the link to do that. You also will get a freebie. If you go to this link right there on your screen, leahpetrucci.com/red flags-checklist, you'll get a free checklist helping you to identify red flags, either in early dating or when you've been in a relationship for a while. If this doesn't apply to you, that's okay. You can grab it anyway, and it will automatically put you on my email list. So you'll get my weekly newsletter and it'll tell you exactly what the topics are for my live streams with a link to click on so you can add it to your calendar and make it really easy for you to show up to these weekly live streams because it is a great accountability for you to practice a little bit of self care in the middle of your week. Wednesday is a great middle of the week time to do self care. And since it is towards the evening, almost ready for bed for you East Coasters, it is a great time to show up live and do these live streams. But as always, these are recorded, so you can always go back and rewatch any of the ones I've ever done. It is a great way to learn nervous system support so you can prepare your body to handle any threats that come your way during the day, at night, when you're preparing for sleep. So I hope this was helpful for you. And I will see y'all next week. I can't recall what the topic is off the top of my head, but like I said, you can grab that link there and get on my newsletter, and you'll get an email that'll tell you the topics are every week. You can also go to my website, which is leahpetrucci.com, and you can read a little bit more about what I do as a licensed therapist in the state of Florida, as well as a holistic health and lifestyle coach for anybody, anywhere, regardless of where you live. So it'll tell you a little bit more about what I can do to help you in your health and wellness journey, whether it is mental health, whether it is physical health, whether it is spirituality or relationships. Those are the four pillars of what I do in my practice: mind, body, spirit, and relationships. So, again, I thank you so much for joining the live stream tonight. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you next time.